Good morning to all of my AVL and my distance learners working from home these last few weeks of school. I have a couple of updates, things to know that I wanted to review with you guys as we prepare for our final exam and the end of the second 9 weeks. So let's see. First, guys, let me move this so you can see. The final exam schedule, I have attached a copy of the final exam schedule here to the side. Please take note of your final exam for my AVL second, third, 8th, and 9th period students. Now, also please take note, I know it's not on there, if you are a distance learner and you may not be returning. So we will start final exams on Tuesday the 15th. Third period from 8:30 to 10:06 is your final exam for that day. And 8th period, 1 to 2:30 is your final exam that day. So if you are in my third period face-to-face, if you are in third period AVL, or if you're in 8th period AVL, you have your final exam on Tuesday. This is the only time you will be able to take your final exam. 8:30 to 10:06 if you're in third period, and 1 to 2:30 if you're in 8th period. You do not have classes in the afternoon 8th period, so you do not have to worry about conflicting with another class, okay? So this is the schedule for the day. So even if you're meeting with your classes AVL online, this is the schedule. Once we finish lunch at 1 o'clock, this is all study hall. So 8th period, you need to log into Avid Google Classroom and your final exam will be there. Same thing with third period. You need to log into Google Classroom. Your exam will be there. I will take it down at 10:06. I will take it down at 2:30. Now, Wednesday the 16th, so you'll report to 4th period, 5th period, and then you'll have your 6th period final. You'll have your 7th period final. So this is more, these are my 2 face-to-face classes, but if you're a distance learner, you need to log into Google Classroom during this time. And if you're in my 9th period, you will take your final also from 1 to 2:30. Again, you're not meeting with your other classes, so there will be no conflict, all right? Thursday the 17th will be your 4th period final, your 5th period final. So if I do have any students who are distance learners, you need to log in, during that time. And then Friday, 2nd period, which I do have AVL students in 2nd period, your final is Friday morning from 7:20 to 9:07. So you need to log in to Google Classroom at that time. And then 1st period is face-to-face, but if I have any students who are distance learners, you need to log in. Friday is an early release day, guys, so at 10:45 we are done. Please understand right here, guys, our grades are due the day of the final exam. So since this final exam is 3rd period and 8th period, notice that it says here grades for periods 3 and 8 are due to your appraiser by 3 p.m. If you do not show up for your final, I give you a 0. If you have not turned in your makeup work by the deadline I've given you, they all go in as 0s, okay? So please make sure you understand that. Now, talking about grades, guys, this is something that I looked at starting Friday of last week. Here's a chart that I created. This is the total number of AVID students right now is 117. Out of 117 students, only 50 students are currently failing 0 classes. That is less than 43%. Right now, 24 of you are failing at least 1 class. 12 failing at least 2 classes, 12 at least 3 classes, 13 of you are failing at least 4 classes, 3 of you are failing at least 5 classes, and there are 3 of you who are failing 6 out of your 7 classes. Guys, this is not acceptable. This is not acceptable whatsoever. I know that we are in a crazy time frame. I know that things are unique and different, but we've been in school since August, and you have a schedule, you have a format, and you have things that you have to do. Now, in today, Monday, I let you know I will take late work for Avid up until Saturday the 12th. Saturday the 12th. I will take any late work all the way back to the 19th. Of course, you have late point deductions. And guys, I'm going to say this, and you may not like it, but it's honest. It is really not fair of you to email me and say, hey, Mrs. Tucker, I just turned something in. Can you grade it right now? Because they're threatening to make me come back from AVL if I'm not passing my classes. Guys, if you've turned it in 2, 3, 4 weeks past the due date, it's not fair to say, hey, I just turned it in. Can you grade it right now? You have to remember, I have face-to-face classes. I have 117 students. I am teaching, I am grading, I'm going through various things. If you waited 2 or 3 weeks to turn it in, then you need to wait for me to grade it. Okay, that's only fair. I understand you may not want to come back face to face, but when you look at these numbers, failing 6 classes, 5 classes, 4 classes, 3 classes, even 2 classes, some of you guys need to come back. I understand there's a safety issue and there's a health issue. I'm worried about my family as well, but guys, this makes Avid look horrible. This makes Avid look bad. And I can't have that. I cannot have that. Now, one other thing that I've done, guys, to help you out. This is Skyward, guys. And this is actually an example of I think this is 9th grade. Guys, I need you to only focus on what is in Skyward right now as far as makeup work. Do not go day by day by day by day in Google Classroom. Go to Skyward, look and see what is up here as far as listed for your assignments, and only focus on doing this work, nothing else. So if it's in Google Classroom, but you don't see it in Skyward, right now, I would say don't worry about it. You're missing some great information. You're missing some things that you should be learning, but I'm trying to help you as far as your grades. Now, I do need to make a note because as you see me update this 9 weeks, it's going to affect some of you guys. Keep in mind, Alvin High School does not put you in Avid by grade level. You are actually put in Avid based upon the number of years you have been in Avid at Alvin High School. But Avid's curriculum is based upon grade level. So what that means, if I have a junior who joined Avid this school year, on Skyward, you're listed in Avid 1 because this is your first year in Avid. But when I give you assignments, you're actually completing the junior level or Avid 3 curriculum. Now, another example, so if I have a junior, they've been in Avid with me since a freshman, they are going to be listed as Avid 3 and also complete the junior curriculum. I'm pointing this out, guys, because I have, for example, in Skyward, I have a grade book where I have freshmen, sophomores, and juniors all in the same grade book. The problem is you guys haven't all done the same assignments. So you might see an assignment listed in Skyward, and you're like, we never did that. That's correct. You probably may not have done it because it wasn't for your grade level, but I have to have it in there so I can give, for example, one of the sophomores a grade or one of the freshmen a grade. So you might see an assignment we did not do, and then next to your name, if it says excused, then understand this is the circumstance. Oh, I must be listed in Avid 3 or Avid 2, Avid 1 or Avid 2, so this must be for a different grade level. So understand, if I put excused next to it, Don't worry about it for you. You want to worry about the ones that are here and that are listed. Okay, guys, again, with attendance, please just remember I submit attendance each class period. I still get some messages. Hey, Mrs. Tucker, you marked me absent for second period, but I did the login. Well, guys, second period ends at 9:04. If you didn't do the check-in until 10:15, yeah, you checked in, but I do attendance at 9:04, the end of that class period, all right? I will go back and check it the next day. Yes, I have made errors. Yes, students have emailed me and said, hey, can you double check this? And when I'm wrong, I make sure I get it fixed, okay? So I'm not perfect. It's a crazy year for me too, but I just want to remind you of that with attendance. I know that some of you guys, you can still check in until 11:59. Guys, I'm not going to keep checking attendance at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. I've got things I need to do at home. So if you check in after 3 o'clock, then I will check all the attendance the next day. I will look to see if you checked in after 3 o'clock, and then I will change it. So do understand that, yes, some of you guys are going to be marked absent. I hope this helps you. I do want to make sure, but guys, we got to make some changes here. We absolutely got to make some changes here, okay? Avid is designed to help support you academically. And if you're not doing what we need to be doing, especially managing our time, so don't be surprised if this, at the beginning of next 9 weeks, that we have a big lesson on time management, then guys, like I said, some things have got to change. Some things have got to change. Well, I hope you have a great day. One last thing. You're probably not going to have any new assignments because I can't even get you guys to turn in the assignments that I do have. So you're going to be using a lot of this time to make up work. However, you will still have to submit something to me every day so that I know that you've logged in and you've been making up work. All right. Have a great Tuesday. This makes me really sad. Just thought you'd like to know that.